Hey everybody, just a quick video about what we need to do in today's lesson. We are on our class page here. So by now you definitely should have already submitted your digital footprint over here on the right hand side. That unit, as it says, is in fact closed. So if for some reason you did not submit it, you're going to need to make contact with me to make alternative arrangements. What we're going to look at today, very quickly, the lesson log. So we're going to be starting to talk about data and information, and we're also going to do some sample collection of data. Hopefully you're seeing this because you joined the Teams meeting at some point. The video is currently not there, obviously, because I'm recording it at the moment, so that link will be here momentarily, and it talks about the worksheet that you need to do there as well, so fairly straightforward. But where you need to go from that is you need to come into this 01 data and information. Of course, it's just cut off a little bit. So we'll come into that section there. Here we can see a unit overview, which you can certainly read. We can read and understand the difference between data and information. So I would like you to read through this section here. The quantitative, qualitative, and those definitions are good to read at this point. We're going to spend more time understanding this anyway, but I'd like you to have a good read through that section. I'd also like you to watch this video here, which also talks about data as well as information and the different sections of that, as well as qualitative and quantitative data. Again, we will come back and re-look at some of this, but it would be good if you can watch that today. But then what I'd like you to do, and this is the actual task for today, if we come all the way back to, where is it? Whoops. So if we go back to the class page, actually, so I'm just going to jump back to the class page. Remember in the course part there. So back on the class page, here we go in the due work section over here on the right. If I open that up, we'll see the task for today. So the task is basically you're going to go and count/collect some data. There are some suggestions here of flipping a coin 100 times and recording whether you get heads or tails, rolling a dice and recording the number you get. If you've got something like a basketball hoop or a soccer goal or something at home and you want to go and shoot some goals and see how many times you hit or miss, or even some things like whether you hit the backboard, miss it completely, stuff like that. You can sit outside if it's safe to do so and record the different coloured cars that maybe drive past your house for a period of time. Or you might come up with some other ideas of things that you can count, record and monitor to collect some data. Now to do that, we would like you to use this collection template that we've got here. So if you click on that, it'll download this Word document, which you can open up and use as your collection document. You can obviously type directly into the Word document on your laptop, or if you want to print it out and you've got a printer at home, you can do that first and then fill it in later. It's entirely up to you how you go about it. But again, it talks about the tasks, so recording your data, which we basically saw before, some examples of how you might do that. But importantly, on the next page, it has some pre-made tables, if you like, where you can record up to 100 pieces of data. Now, this sheet may not be a perfect sheet for you, so if this doesn't work for the sort of data you're going to collect, feel free to change it or even make your own. But at the end of the task, you'll have 100 or so data points or values filled in here, and you need to submit this file back to Schoolbox. So back to the task here, you need to create your submission and you need to upload your version of the file. Don't forget, as it shows here in the big yellow part, to name your file correctly, as we talked about a few times. So last name, first name, and we're suggesting data collection for the task here. It's a very straightforward task, and so I'm expecting this to be handed in actually by tomorrow. So I really want you to make sure you do this during our class time today. I don't think it should take you very long overall. If you really can't get it done today, you can still hand it in over the next couple of days, but I will be having it marked as a little bit late. That won't necessarily affect your grade, if you like. It's not really a graded piece other than that you have done it. But it will show up as that you didn't hand it in originally by the due date, which is tomorrow at this point. That's pretty much it. That's the task for today. So off you go. Go back and read that text, watch the video if you've got time, and certainly go and often do your data collection task and get that submitted today. Thanks everybody, and looking forward to seeing you back at school.